Hey there, I am Veronica Isles. So excited and thrilled to be with you today. Wow, I already have people. Amazing. Okay. So I guess we're all on the same wavelength. Well, let's chat about manifestation. I am here to help you. This is your time with me. I just recorded actually some videos for my latest course, Get Someone to Do Exactly What You Want. There are, in fact, 30 lessons on that. If you're interested in enrolling in it, I actually closed enrollment, but I'm happy to try to still get you in the program. Veronica at veronicaisles.com. Studywithveronica.com is the free course and my coaching if you'd like. Okay, so anytime someone wants to ask a question, I'm here to help. You sort of dictate what we talk about. I'm actually in a bit of a rush, so we will stay on for like 30 minutes total. I am actually booked with clients for the rest of the night. So if you're waiting to talk to me, I am super excited to talk with you. All righty. Well, no one has asked a question yet. So I will. Oh, so wait, someone asked a question. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Let's check the sound levels. Okay, here we go. First question of the day. If new to manifestation, how exciting. What is the first step? Oh, we had a retracted question too. Okay. Sorry, my eyes just kind of trailed off to that. I do want to say that I read every single question, at least up until a certain point. So if you retract it, then I just say you retracted the question. So you might want to keep it up. Okay. Okay, so if new to manifestation, first of all, that is so exciting that you're brand new, and I'm so happy that you found me. I remember when I was new to manifestation, and it feels very exciting. It can also feel like super confusing if you are kind of entering the manifesting world with the kind of amount of videos there are right now on YouTube. Like when I was new to manifestation, I'm trying to think back on it. I don't feel like there weren't any really videos like this. I don't really remember, anyone talking like this. I'm trying to think if there was anyone. I don't think so. The kinds of the kinds of things that I found was more like people reading books that were in the public domain. That's the type of things. And, like, faceless channels, so, like, people talking over, like, scenery and stuff, but I don't really remember anyone, like, talking like this, so it can feel really, really overwhelming with all of these people giving different advice, and a lot of this advice is conflicting, so you're kind of like, "Well, what should I listen to?" And the best advice that I can give you is not to just blindly listen to someone's advice, but ask yourself, does this idea resonate with me? Is what they're telling me, does it make sense? That's how I really connected with this idea of conscious manifesting because it made sense to me. I could kind of look in my past and understand why things happened, what my mindset was like. I might have mentioned this before, but I've always written journals throughout my life. And so I could look back to see what I was thinking about, what I thought was going to happen, because a lot of times in my journals, I would write like predictions of the future. So things I was like fearing or hoping for, and what happened and why it happened. And again, like this idea of focusing on what you love, even visualizing, like it just made sense to me. So I kind of jumped on board with this idea of deciding to wholeheartedly dive into it. And can't say I necessarily really followed any particular one teacher. I just read a lot of books, and I would encourage you actually to read a lot of books in the public domain because I feel like that is the best manifestation advice that you can find. Keep it stupid simple. And again, just gravitate towards the techniques that make sense to you, not the ones that seem complicated or like they're going to dominate all of your free time. You want manifestation to be kind of an all encompassing thing, something that works in harmony with your current life, as opposed to something like you're doing with your free time. That doesn't really make any sense because then you just kind of go back to your regular life, whereas you want it to become your life. You want it to be you, essentially. Okay, Alfredo Garcia says, really? Okay, KM Equine Services. Hi from Texas. I struggle with manifesting weight loss. I'm sorry. I think I place too much importance on it to live in the end. Not sure how to relax about it. And I can understand that as someone who manifested massive weight loss, I can understand because there was well, I mean, I gained weight really, really quick. Like, I really wasn't overweight up until a certain point in my life. And then I gained like a ton of weight really, really, really fast. So it's like I went from being, on the normal side to just being obese really fast. But there was a point of a few years where I was just really disgusted with myself and I didn't really know what to do. Like I knew I didn't want to be that big, but I had no idea even where to start. And I want to say I didn't know anything about manifestation at this time. But I see how I kind of drew the ability to lose a lot of weight and really easily too. How I kind of manifested that. And the way I finally did it, I lived in the end by trying to take better care of myself. When I was really, really, really heavy, I did not take very good care of myself. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to interact with people. I didn't want to take a shower. I didn't want to look at myself. I didn't want to wear anything but baggy pajamas that were like 3 or 4X. They were really big. So what I did by starting to get into the end results is I started taking really good care of myself. I pushed myself to go out into the world, even though I was really embarrassed about the way I looked. I just decided to hold my head up high. And when you are really, really large, people are not all very nice. Uh, People would laugh at me, snicker, just be awful. But instead of hiding in my house anymore, I decided I was going to act as if I'm on the road to weight loss. So, you know what? That's their problem. It's a problem with themselves. And if anyone does that to you, like it's all about them hating themselves. It's not really about you. So I went out to Walmart, I think, because it was cheap. And I remember I bought myself hair dye because I hadn't even been dyeing my hair. So I bought myself hair dye, just makeup, new clothes. I think I also went to like a thrift store and I just bought just clothes in my size. Even though I didn't want to be that size, I just wanted to start taking better care of myself. And I'm not saying you have to invest a lot of money, and I really didn't because I really didn't have much money at that time. But like at Walmart or these places where you can buy things for like $1, like Wet and Wild lipstick. It's like 99 cents. You can find something cheap to start making yourself feel better about yourself. I started taking care of myself, started exercising, I started watching what I ate, and it wasn't out of a mentality of restriction, like, "Oh my god, I gotta starve myself so I can be thin," and I hate myself until then. I honestly started loving myself and started, adopting new habits that I wasn't doing before of self-care, taking care of myself, and if you know anything about my story, I was just walking one day, and there was a girl that happened to approach me, and she gave me this book that would change my life forever. It was the weirdest thing. She just appeared on a bike and she was like, "I see you exercising. You're trying to lose weight. Obviously, I found this amazing book on food combining. It changed my life. I want it to change yours." I was like, "Oh my God." It was amazing. And I've been food combining ever since. All right. I'm not saying you have to food combine. I'm just saying that the universe will literally put an angel in your path or put opportunities in your path that weren't there before. Like, because she didn't appear when I was hiding in the house, hating on myself. She appeared when I started taking control of the situation and loving myself and taking care of myself in a way I hadn't before. How to manifest a text fast. Feel like it's been a while. Okay. Manifesting anything fast. It's sort of this delicate balance because, yes, you want it to happen urgently, but you don't want it to be such a desperate act that you push it away from yourself. So, you want to feel it as possible. Like this particular person, do you think like this person that you want the text from, your go-to thought about them, are you imagining them ignoring you or not wanting to text you or not showing interest in you because they haven't texted you yet? We basically want our go-to thought about this person to be that they are missing you, wanting to text you, care about you, wonder what you're doing. Um, Things like this, things that support the end result of getting the text. And you don't want to be checking your phone all of the time either. You want to feel it as inevitable and also to even say, you know what, it's this person's loss that they haven't texted me yet. And to even feel like you could potentially reject them. When we're trying to manifest a text, you don't want to be like waiting on them so much that they have all of this power over you. When you start to say to yourself, well, they might, when they text me, I could reject them, then it puts you in a place of power, and it feels like you have control over the situation instead of them holding all of the control. When are they gonna text you? I do want to say I have a program called Attract Constant Communication. Studywithveronica.com. It's all about manifesting a text. I also have a ton of free videos on manifesting a text. In fact, my very first video that ever went viral, and I think it was released in October of 2015, very long time ago. I've been on YouTube for a really long time. It was actually my first viral video was about manifesting a text, and it gives sort of a very easy outline. I think it's like a 4-minute video. I think it's actually 4 minutes and 44 seconds, oddly enough. I don't even know why. I think that was completely accidental. But it just kind of outlines this idea of imagining it, feeling it, and then just receiving it. That's the part it may feel like you don't have any control over when it comes into your life, but you actually do because you can just decide it's inevitable, let it be, and go about your life as if you had this text. Like if you had this text, you wouldn't be trying to manifest it. It would just be something you had. Okay. Oh, Kareen is talking about a psychic. Okay, I'm excited about this question. Let's see what I have to say about the psychic. Okay, there's a psychic who is convinced I belong with a specific person. Not who I want. Okay. It gave me the belief that there's no one else for me in the world. Oh no. I'm curious how you would change your belief. Okay. I am sorry that this person made you feel bad, made you feel kind of hopeless in a sense, telling you that you belonged with this one person that you don't want, and then giving you this feeling that there was no one else in the world for you. Um, this is probably one of the reasons why I say to stay away from psychics. Like, psychics, even if they give you a good prediction, it's like it's their prediction, so it's almost taking your power away in a sense. You are the most powerful person in the entire world, in your world, Kareen. Your world is your world. It's not my world, it's your world. It's not the psychic's world. And this is not a psychic. This is someone who is working as a psychic to pay the bills, and God bless them. But they have no power over your life. But again, I'm sorry that someone made you feel that way, made you feel like you weren't in control of your life. You definitely are in control of your life, and there's a perfect person out there for you. And this person who is perfect for you is someone that you really, really want to be with. This isn't someone that you're just going to suddenly be with because it's like, someone that you were handed. So you have to kind of uh, almost like it was chosen for you. Like it's someone who you're going to choose specifically and who will be just right for you. So I want you to hold the belief that you are love, you are radiating love, and that you get to have whatever you want in life, that you never have to settle for second best. You never have to go without because you really don't. Like you're living this life, you're meant to have abundance, you're meant to prove to yourself that you can in fact unravel that abundance in your life. So feel sort of your future self encouraging you right now. How proud you will feel when you get there and just, forgive this person that made you feel this way. Like I said, God bless them. They're doing their own thing. They didn't mean to make you feel bad. Just release them, let them go, let go of this experience. It doesn't have the power to shape you or harm you in any way. Your life is your life. Okay. Oh, wow. It's moving. Okay. Rashika. Hi there. Please tell me how to get money fast. That is exciting. We all deserve money. And when you don't have money, it can feel like money has abandoned you or that you're not meant for money. And honestly, anything that you're lacking in life, whether or not it's love or health or money or just good things or just having a lucky day. Like it can feel like you're cursed in a sense, but you're really not. Like no one is born into this life destined for money. And then there's the rest of us that are like, we don't get to have any money. Like everyone can be as rich as possible because money is just an idea. It's an exchange of energy. It is not even something really tangible. If you look into history, like the way we bought things, it's changed so much. It's not, it's just an exchange. So I know right now you obviously don't have enough money, otherwise you wouldn't be asking this question. But I want you to try to clean up your relationship with money. Look at these go-to statements. How do you judge people who have money? Are you jealous of them? Do you feel like there's negative associations with money, or has someone in your past told you that you weren't the kind of person that could have money? I know that was a big one for me. Like all of the adults in my life literally would say, not to dream too big because you're never going to get it. You're never going to get that mansion. So stop looking at them because that's not what happens to people like us. There's the rich people who get to have that and have their noses in the air. And then there's us we have to work for our money and then we never have enough. But that's not, again, everyone is supposed to have money. No one is supposed to be poor. So imagine when you kind of realize how to manifest money for yourself. And this is mostly just kind of developing a loving relationship with money and seeing yourself worthy in maybe ways that you never saw yourself before, and realizing that you can actually have nice things. I know a big one for me was that I didn't think I could have a new car because I associated new cars with a waste of money. Because you hear like you buy a car and then you drive off the lot and suddenly it's worth half as much as it was before you drove off the lot. I don't know if anyone has ever heard that before, but that was a big one in my family. Like you don't buy a new car because the second you drive off that lot, it's worth half what you paid for. Buying Starbucks, waste of money. If you don't buy something on sale, you're an idiot because it's going to go on sale next week and you overpaid. Like all these types of things. Really start to notice how often throughout the day am I reinforcing stuff like this? And honestly, the way you clean up this belief is not to suddenly start saying 10 billion affirmations about being a multimillionaire. It's just kind of recognizing these limiting beliefs and stopping yourself from reinforcing them and feeling yourself this expansion within you that money can reach me in so many different ways. And I may not have the slightest clue how it's going to happen, but I know things are going to change for me. And you just kind of encourage yourself in your mind and you just kind of keep pushing onwards. And then, these doors are opened. Money will find its way to you. It really will. So don't, feel silly for wanting money. Don't let other people make fun of you. Again, it's just their own silly beliefs about money. Most people have really terrible beliefs about money. Like, if you ask like 100 people off the street what they think about money, it's gonna be bad. I don't even think like one of them will even have anything good to say. I work with you. Was that an answer to another one? Let's see. Really? Okay. Well, I don't really understand this one, but Alfredo, thank you for being here. I don't know. Okay. Bambino Towing. That is an interesting name. Okay. Hi, Veronica. Thank you so much for these awesome videos. You are welcome. In one of your last videos, you mentioned that you could change a past experience. Can you go into this in more detail? Yes. Okay. I don't know which of the last videos though that you are referring to because I have released, I think I'm at 2000, like 70. I number them. I'm way past the point of being able to remember my videos. So I don't know exactly the video you are referring to, but I'm going to guess that it is in reference to revision and this idea of changing the past. Now, you can look at this in many different ways. You could look at this as in literally changing the past. And again, like if we literally change the past, I'm not sure we would actually have any remembrance of doing it because the current moment would be changed. So, depending on how you look at life, do you look at it as different parallel realities or do you look at it as one reality? Or just, creation is finished. So, we're constantly kind of unveiling these different experiences in life, shifting to different states, however you want to look at it. But the point is that we hold around these memories from the past and they shape what we can essentially draw into our life now. So, for example, if I had a disappointment in the past, which of course there were many, they don't haunt me anymore. But in my earlier years, before I knew that my thoughts and my feelings and assumptions had anything to do with my life, I would replay these memories from the past where I was hurt, where I wasn't chosen. That was a big one. Like in terms of my friendships when I was young, I was never chosen. So I was constantly in this idea of never being chosen. So then once romantic situations came up when I was older, then what do you think started happening? I was never chosen by a guy. So I constantly held this belief of never being chosen. So ask yourself because we all have these kind of default memories we fall back upon from our past, good or bad. The bad ones, can you come to a place of revision? Can you reimagine the scene as if it would have happened in a different way? Now, again, I don't think that this literally changes it, but I'm not an expert. Maybe it does. Maybe you can. Who knows? That'd be amazing. Um, a sense of time travel in a way. But honestly, it's sort of limitless what we can accomplish. But the point is you want to start feeling differently about the situation. So you no longer hold a self-concept of failure. For example, there was like a sleepover, a slumber party or something when I was younger. And I think someone else got invited, and then the girl called me and was like, you can't come over anymore, which is really awful. And so, and I kind of knew what was happening, that I was, like, being rejected in favor of someone else because she could only invite one person. And this experience, like, scarred me, like, really, really badly. I'm, like, giggling about it, but it wasn't funny. I think I might have even walked over to the house knowing where they were, and I saw in the window and I saw them having fun, and trust me, like, I was crushed. And, this is one of the situations that, like, I held on to this as part of my self-concept, and is it any wonder that then, in dating situations and romantic situations, the same thing kept happening. Now it's awful because, when you're sort of a victim in this situation, then you hold this belief and then it constantly keeps replaying out. But in terms of revision, like you could revise that experience, feel differently about it, and then no longer hold that belief. You sort of make peace with it. You sort of come to a place of forgiveness. But definitely, like you no longer hold around this baggage anymore. And in terms of revising, you can do this. And I think Neville Goddard, I know I've got a lot of videos on revision. I think there was one I did recently that was really in depth that talked about revision, that he tells a story about the woman and the scarred relationship with her son and how she wrote this letter to herself every single night. Now, you can do this if you want. Of course, this was a while back when letters were being written. So, sort of apply it to the modern day. Um, but the point is that she was able to heal a relationship with someone else by kind of revising what could be possible and her assumptions of what the son was thinking and how he had this, marriage where the wife didn't like her and it caused all of these issues. I think she couldn't see her grandson. But if you look into the story, I'm sure it's really easy to find. It's a great example of revision and sort of changing something in the present by revising something in the past. Now, again, if it feels really uncomfortable or weird to literally revise something from the past, at least, come up with a hypothetical of how it could have happened and then feel differently about it. So I really think it's all about creating new feelings about what can happen right now. That's what makes revision so potent, so powerful, so life changing, life altering. Okay. Uh, the EC35 gave me a heart. Kareen, thank you so much. You are very welcome. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I'm enjoying the way I'm saying it. Hello from my warm bed in England at 11 p.m. I want to go to England again. Millionaire Mom. It's a great name. What's the name of that book? I'm guessing the Neville Goddard one? If you just Google, Neville Goddard revision story, trust me, it'll come up. His stuff is so easy to access, it's so easy to find? Oh, I said it perfectly, great. His stuff is really easy to find, though, and I would suggest to I feel like there's a lot of people talking about Neville Goddard now, just read his stuff. I think I don't wanna label, his crowd as being negative in any way. There's just a lot of strong opinions, we will say, about Neville Goddard. So just read his stuff and form your own opinions. Okay. Does anyone else have a question? Hi, sending love from Lexington. Rana, hopefully I said it right. Let's hope. Maybe it's Rana? I like Rana. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. No one is saying anything anymore. Well, I am enjoying my time with you. I do want to say if you were watching a replay of this, these are never scheduled. I never know when I'm going to go online. Just kind of when the inspiration hits. I happen to be filming those other two videos. My Get Someone to Do Exactly What You Want course is 30 different lessons. I decided to add videos to every single lesson. So there's going to be a total of 30 videos and 30 lessons and exercises. You can still actually get it at a bargain price because it's in progress. So if you would like to get it at a bargain price, there was this secret link that I sent out to all of my inner circle members. But just email me for the secret link, Veronica@veronicaisles.com. Okay. Okay, appreciate you. Does your family have similar views on manifestation? No. I have an uncle that does. I think that is the only person. I think one of my cousins kind of gets it. No one else has a clue. That is the truth. And honestly, you may be the same way in your family. And it's so weird because this is like my job and people in my life still don't understand it. So it's really interesting, but that is totally okay. I remember one time when I bought my house, my dream house, actually, I actually manifested a realtor that actually was into the same exact stuff, manifestation, oddly enough. So sometimes, you will attract people into your life that will be kind of studying the same thing and understanding these views. But honestly, like your family is probably not going to get it. And if you try to explain it to them, they might think that you are off the wall or just not even care. That's okay. I think I had one person, it was a friend, and I tried to explain it, and she was like, this just isn't for me. Okay. Okay. You're on your own path, your own journey. It's all right. I'm not trying to shove anything into your face. This was before I started doing this as a career or anything. I was just trying to help people in my life. She was like, it's not for me. Okay. Let's see. How should you act as if the wish is fulfilled when you're single? You know what? I've said this before. The wish being fulfilled is not about play acting or pretending. So, like, if you are single, and I know I might have even given this advice before, but if you're single, do not pretend and start buying 2 meals and cooking 2 meals and clearing space out in your closet or sleeping on the one side of the bed. That's not acting as if the wish is fulfilled. Don't talk to someone that's not there. Acting as if the wish is fulfilled is feeling contentment. And the cool thing is this is the same for any manifestation, so even money too. Feeling contentment, feeling you're satisfied. You wanna lose 300 pounds? Feel you're satisfied and content in this moment. Acting as if. It feels weird because it's like, well, how am I supposed to pretend that something is here that's not? You're not. You're supposed to feel that you're on the path to success, and you have every ability to feel differently right now, just in general. You can feel more contentment. You can feel more gratitude for this moment. I know, if you're waiting on a manifestation, it may feel like the current moment is an error or is flawed in some way, or that you can't relax in a way that you could if you had the manifestation. So it's up to you to kind of get on board with the aspects of yourself that you can change right now that would emulate if you had the result. Bambino's Towing is my business name. It's a great name. Thank you for answering my question. I'm guessing, you tow cars. I like Bambino. It's a little baby boy. I used to call my little, girly kitten, she's 15 now, but I used to call her Bambina. Um, okay, Sarah A. Regarding revision, the mind apparently mimics situations. Same thing as pretending to eat a lemon. That's a good one. Yes, your mouth has all of the sensation. It is the same with memories. So you can go back and change it. You really can. And that's the interesting thing, is that when you relive these things, you will feel like it's actually happening right now. So why not revise it to the way you wanted to have it happen? Or at least stop reliving the memories you didn't like. That's at least a good one too. Malak Angel, I just want to say that I helped my son with your law of assumption. He is getting out of depression and getting better and better every day. I write letters of him getting better, etc. Thank you. That is amazing. I am so thrilled right now. I love to hear success stories, especially with something that wonderful, helping someone in such a profound way. You must feel so proud and happy, and I am so happy for you. So, I think we're gonna close it at that because I am about to make a phone call with someone. I do not know if she is watching right now, but I am about to call you if you are. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day. Email me with any questions about any of those courses or to do a session, personal session with me, just like this, except it's just us. So there's no one else here. Studywithveronica.com. Get the details. Have an amazing day. I think I got interrupted earlier when I was saying this. If you're watching a replay on this, subscribe. Yes, I don't know when I'm coming online. So subscribe, and then YouTube will let you know. Have a wonderful rest of your day. May all of your dreams come true. They are meant for you.